Beth.
And I'm Kayla.
And welcome to our brand new podcast, Coffee Break with the Chamber Chicks.
If you know us in real life, you know that in the White County Chamber office, coffee is always brewing and our office door is a revolving door. So we thought, why not bring the conversations that we have over coffee to you?
So join us as we dive into topics ranging from marketing strategies to leadership insights, entrepreneurship tips, and so much more.
Whether you're a seasoned business owner or you're just starting out, grab your favorite cup of coffee and take a quick break with us as we explore the world of business over a virtual coffee table.
Tune in for engaging discussions and plenty of laughs with your favorite Chamber Chicks.
It's us. We're your favorites, in case you're wondering.
Hey everybody, it's Beth and we're here with Jason Hogan of Jason Hogan Designs. You've probably seen a lot of his work in our community. He does a great job with signs and promotional materials, but Jason has, how long have you been in your business at Jason Hogan Designs?
25 years.
25 years. He has a great background.
I don't look that old.
No, he's only 12. He's been in business for 25 years, has a great background in sponsorship development through his work as a NASCAR driver, which is a very cool and interesting thing about Jason, I think. And he serves on our chamber board of directors, and we really appreciate his input. And so we have some great questions. Kayla and I have some great questions for him today about branding, particularly logos. So tell us a little bit about your business, Jason.
Well, so basically, I got started in my NASCAR career knowing that our cars had to be branded each and every week, and being able to sell sponsors and get that immediately on a car or have it to look right is kind of where I got started at. That plus my father's company that had log trucks and different businesses coming in doing that. I said, well, we're really doing this for the race car, but I can make money doing this. So then I decided, let's branch out. We'll start selling, different things outside of just the race cars. So we've worked from that into pretty much, we say now, if you can put your name on it, we print it. There's really nothing that we can't do or find for you. So that's kind of how we got started and where we're at.
You have found very creative ways to put the chamber logo on a lot of things, for sure. So we're here to talk about logos and branding. So can you tell me, why is it important for our businesses to have a branding plan overall?
Okay, so a big pet peeve of mine is a new business. And a new business comes in and they're wanting to make a splash in the community. But where they put the least part of their budget at is in their branding or their logo. So they end up on a random website somewhere that they've just getting something for real cheap. And at the end of the day, that's your name, that's your look. That's what people are going to know you down the road as. So the one thing we don't want to skip on is making a good, impactful logo to begin with.
So tell us a little bit, dive a little bit deeper as to why that logo is so important for their overall branding.
Well, so it's many different things that goes on, and this is how we look at it as a company. You come into us and say, we need a new logo. We get what colors you like. We get what business you're doing, because you don't want to be bright and colorful with a funeral home. You want to be bright and colorful with a candy shop. So we kind of fill you out, fill the different needs you want, and then we start with basically a one color look. And we do this because, as you can see, one color on my shirt is perfect. Embroidery or something simple, a letterhead or just a simple logo on your truck, A, is going to be cheaper to produce, and B, is going to look cleaner. Just because you got a lot of colors doesn't necessarily mean that somebody, half a mile down the road can read it. So we start with that and we build off of that, and we can get into as crazy as you want to get or as simple as you want to get. Some people are very simple. Some people are, pretty crazy. But the key is you take that icon or that one element and try to keep it the same across everything. That way, my JHD, for example, it's going to be stamped on everything, even if our logo is a little different, because being a graphics designer, I change stuff a lot for myself. I don't recommend that, but that's what I do. but the logo, the icon is always the same.
And you've done that for us with our White County logo. You can see it in a lot of places, doing a lot of different things, from everything from our talent pipeline to the annual meeting, Christmas parade, all the things. You still see the mountains and the river.
Exactly, and even to the fonts. So the mountains and the rivers is what your icon is and what we signify as the chamber. The font, when it matches on your letterhead, your business cards, your thank you cards, whatever you send out, it pulls it all together. It lets it know that this is professional, this is one entity. It's not just, we throwed something on a piece of paper and sent you.
Awesome. So this one's a doozy. What makes you cringe about a bad logo?
There's so many bad logos out there. And I'll try to be careful not to throw anybody under the bus.
We love you, but your logo's bad.
Yeah. Word art type stuff. I mean, something that looks like somebody got on Microsoft Paint, because they didn't want to spend the money. We've done brandings from $100 to $15,000. There's a lot that goes into it. You get in those higher ends, there's market research, there's focus groups, there's all kinds of things. Our small business here at the Chamber don't need that much. Our county does. So there is levels to that. But when you go in and make a word on, I don't want to throw Canva under the bus because it's a good tool for everybody. But if you just throw something together, now 10,000 people have that same house on top of their logo for their roofing company or their, real estate company. Well, you've not set yourself apart. You've got a different word. You don't have a different icon. So that bothers me when I see that. I'm like, that looks like this. Or if you ride through a town and you're like, that sign guy is the same guy, because every single sign has the same colors and it has the same wording layouts on it, or the same font. You've got to be different. You got to make yourself a little stand out differently than everybody else.
So another question we've got for you today is, what are some tips that you would give a small business who maybe they're just getting started, maybe they don't have a ton that they feel they can spend on their branding, on their logo? What are some tips or some advice that you'd give to them?
What is the acronym KISS? Keep it simple, stupid. So that's what I would say. Start simple, start clean, start just normal. You can evolve, and as your business grows, you can change a little here and there. You want to keep that key element the same, but you don't want to start off and have 50 colors on your logo, because now when you go get shirt screen printed, it's very, very expensive. Or you get a shirt, embroidered, it's very, very expensive. Or if you need to put your logo on your car, instead of just having a one color logo, you've got to have this whole entire thing, even down to promotional products. I've seen some coffee cups lately.
Yeah. 1 minute.
I'm back. Even, putting multicolored logos on a coffee cup gets very, very expensive. So starting out, be very conscious of more colors is not better. More colors is going to cost you more money. So start simple. That way all of your products, and this even leads back to the one color concept that can move into multicolors. You have options that way, and you're not stuck to, I have this crazy, drawing. I see it off of Fiverr a lot. People gets on Fiverr, it's $10 or $15. They get a very generic logo. They bring it to me, and I'm like, you don't want to pay to print this. This is going to be crazy. So keep it simple and keep it clean.
Yeah, we've seen some logos that are very scripty. Lots of color. Couldn't read them on a piece of paper from across the room. And so if you're doing vehicle advertisements, outdoor advertisements, any billboards, any signage outside, that's not really working for you.
And what I tell a lot of people too is when you're sitting at your computer and you're looking, or you're holding your phone, you're looking at your logo, it's like, this looks great. I can read this. This is perfect. When you hold it 15 feet from you, can you still recognize it? Can you still read it? Because if not, it's not good. It's not perfect. It's not being seen. When somebody drives by, they have about 8 seconds to notice your logo and your name. Past that, they've forgot it before they get there, or before they can read it to see what it is.
Yeah, we can get too elaborate in those sometimes. But you have a lot of things for other businesses. Bigger businesses already have your logo ready. Tell us about what you do for larger businesses.
I mean, like
Tell us about your electronic signs.
okay. Like I said, I mean, if you put your name on it, we can print it. A new venture we're starting is digital signage. Digital signage is not new, but for small businesses, it's now getting more affordable than it was. You're seeing it on a lot of churches and a lot of smaller businesses, and what it allows them to do is advertise specials and changes really, really easy versus having just one sign stuck. And then you get the clutter of, let's hang a banner here, let's hang a banner there. I love banners. I'll print banners all day long.
The city of Cleveland and
The
Helen
city
does not like
and
banners.
Your county and some of your municipalities do not like banners, and if they do, it's only a 2-week thing. So having the ability to change a special on the fly, let's take a restaurant, for instance. They'll have a different special every day. So being able to change that daily is a huge return on investment versus just having it on their Facebook or on a menu or something of that nature.
Very good. And our final question today.
You're out of questions.
Am I?
We've got one more left in us.
And please don't reveal anything that'll get anybody in trouble. But how's being part of the White County Chamber contributed to your business's success?
Well, you only get out of what you put into something. And I've seen a lot of people say, oh, the chamber only does parties, or they only do this or that. But being involved, being on the board, has allowed me to meet other businesses. Going to the events, the business block party has allowed me to meet other individuals, or just different things that you guys do. Even just showing up to a ribbon company, you meet people there that is literally a new business that is literally going to need stuff. So just being out doing that networking, some of our biggest clients have come for networking through the chamber.
Awesome.
Since the podcast is called Coffee Break, what is your go-to coffee order?
Red Bull. Jason doesn't drink coffee,
That's right. Jason doesn't drink coffee.
but
Because something is wrong with him.
caffeine is caffeine, so however you get it in the morning is perfect.
Very good.
So there goes your coffee sponsor.
That's all right. Well, no.
Didn't talk about how we were going to end this.
We really didn't.
Well, we thank you for joining us today to our
Yeah.
first podcast. This is only going to get better from here. We've really enjoyed
Bear with us.
We've really enjoyed breaking this down and starting it. We hope that you register, call, want to be on. We love to talk to everybody.
We're quite the chatty bunch.
We are. And we hope that you find something out of this that you can use to help your business grow in some way or another. And always, you can reach us at the chamber if we can help you specifically. So thanks, Jason.
You're welcome.
Thanks
always
for
good to
joining
hang out
us
with you.
on
Absolutely.
this episode of Coffee Break with the
Episode
Chamber
1.
Chicks.
Ooh.
Episode 1.
The pilot.
The pilot.
The pilot episode. Thanks for joining us. We hope you'll continue to listen to our future episodes and maybe stop by, have a cup of coffee. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, y'all.